Welcome back to the MLS Review Show. Philly travels to SoCal to take on Chivas, but first, the Timbers are in must-win mode. Vancouver was out of the playoffs, but the opening of a brand new stadium against their perennial rivals gave the Whitecaps something to play for. Davide Cumiento and Eric Hasley led the charge to dim the Timbers' playoff chances. But Portland would not go down without a fight. Just out of a wildcard spot, the men from the Rose City needed just their second road win if they wanted to stay in the hunt. John Spencer hoped that Kenny Cooper and Jorge Perlaza would be up for the task. Luke Wildman and Jason DeVos were there for the opening of BC Place.
Portland need to replace Jack Dewsbury in the middle of the park. He's been very influential for them, and set pieces will be important for both teams at either end of the park.
Mike Chabala arrived at Portland from Houston this season. He sends the free kick in, over the top of the bar. Not too much by way of support here, but the white jersey's coming forward now. Vaenas has made a run through the middle, and it's played straight towards Vaenas, and now back for Shea Salinas here. Salinas with a shot.
Good awareness, though, from the midfielder Vaenas to find his teammate. And the shot just squirts right into the goal.
Alain Rochat. Given away straight to Portland here, who can break quickly over halfway. Chara. Support from Zizou to the right. Kenny Cooper to the left. He's in space on the edge of the box. Kenny Cooper! It's a fabulous finish.
Vancouver Whitecaps again have themselves to blame. Alain Rochat gives the ball away needlessly under no pressure in midfield. And Chara, great vision from him. Good awareness to find Cooper, who just controls the ball, sets himself to the chest, and a great volley over Joe Cannon and dipping into that top corner. It's a great finish from Kenny Cooper, the striker.
Coming at home to Chicago early August. Now Camilo. Nice play from Camilo! It took a touch from the keeper. It's a corner for Vancouver.
He thinks about a strike with his right foot here, but he just checks and comes inside onto his left, skips past the challenge of Chara. It's right up the middle.
Thanks, Perry. Here's Harvey's ball in towards Eric Hasley. Into the path of Davide Cumiento! Side netted.
Well, it's interesting. Tommy Sohn was just telling us this is what he needs more of from his team. A little bit of connection from front to back, back to front. That support up for Hasley. He's been isolated for most of the first half, but Cumiento gets up around him. Little touch on the back heel.
Connect the Timbers through suspension, but they haven't seemed to miss them so far. Here's Darlington Nagbe. Plays the ball back for Cooper. Saved by the legs of Cannon. Denying Cooper.
It's a mistake from Brovsky. Doesn't deal with this. He tries to control it with the right boot. He's lucky not to give away a penalty. If Nagbe goes down there, certainly a call.
Mustafa Jarju chasing against Chara. Comes back for Jeff Brovsky with the delivery in towards the six-yard box. Towns header. Couldn't get over the top of the ball. And that is full time. The Whitecaps ended at Empire with defeat to Pacific Northwest rivals Seattle, and it is the Timbers fans who come in here for the first game downtown on the Bell pitch and go away with the 3 points.
Chivas USA was barely alive in the playoff hunt, but with the rest of their games played at home, the Goats were hopeful. There seemed to be no stopping Juan Pablo Angel since he joined Chivas. 6 goals in 6 games meant the rest of the red and white would continue to serve him the ball. Philadelphia was mired in the condensed Eastern race, so road points would be necessary if the Union wanted an automatic playoff spot. Sebastian Letou was having a late-season resurgence, and Michael Farfan was proving to be an impressive rookie acquisition. Christian Miles and Alan Hopkins had all the action from the Home Depot Center.
We are underway. Chivas USA's playoff hopes hanging by a thread. They will kick from right to left. Columbus Crew doing Chivas USA a favor in defeating DC United earlier, but Portland socking it to Vancouver. Here's Juan Pablo Angel. He's done brilliantly. Angel and a save by McMahon.
Good work by Angel to make Caleb turn.
Everything but the goal here in the first half. Sailed over the head of Elliott. It's Michael Farfan again trying to chip Kennedy, and the goalkeeper was beaten.
This would have been tremendous. Elliott misjudged it. Look at the wherewithal. Just mishit it.
Last weekend against Toronto, ending their worst run without victory for 15 months. Oh, Mapp has done brilliantly. He's got some options. He calls his own number. Justin Mapp, what a goal!
Mapp, so much space and just hits a Beautiful left-footed drive. A little short hop. Watch him again, just setting it up, still no pressure. Nothing Kennedy could do.
Here's Ante Jancic for Chivas, supported by Marcos Mundaini.
Turn.
To get himself out of the tight spot. Oh, he's done brilliantly. Moreno off the post.
Great individual effort. I love the timing of this run. He's not standing there waiting for the ball to come. He gets there when the ball arrives. Philadelphia just continue to defend.
Here's Jancic. This is better. Up for Angel. Run! Heroic save from Zach McMath. Falls back to Marcos Mundaini. He's in danger.
Touch and hit.
Here's Gavin. First touch eluded him. Lahoud will need a good one. Oh, it's a decent looking cross. Angel! Yes! It's there!
Fantastic ball by Michael Lahoud, who's come in and provided so much energy. And Angel finally got separation. Nakazawa was not tight enough in his marking. And Angel will kiss off the post. And he remains red hot.
4 minutes is up, and that will do it. This one is in the books. Chivas USA with the last gasp equalizer from who else but Juan Pablo Angel.
The playoff race remained tight in the East as Sporting has a 1-point edge over the Union and Crew. Houston staying in the hunt while New York clings to the final postseason spot. This week also put the final nail in the coffin for Toronto and New England. Out west, it's all LA. While they haven't mathematically clinched the Supporters' Shield, the SoCal side only has Seattle to worry about. Salt Lake has hit a rough patch, but perhaps not as rough as Dallas. 4 games, 4 losses, no goals for the Texas side has them backing into the postseason. Chivas and San Jose technically remain contenders, but Portland may be the last Western Conference team to sneak a slot. As we enter the final month, Dwayne De Rosario stayed atop the Golden Boot race, adding a goal to keep Thierry Henry at bay. New to the race, Seattle's Freddie Montero put his name in the hat with a brace against New England. Next week, a light schedule is kicked off on Super Tuesday. A high-profile match sees Landon Donovan, David Beckham, and the LA Galaxy travel to take on Thierry Henry, Rafa Marquez, and the New York Red Bulls. The cameras start rolling at 8 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2. Following the match, Seattle hoped to three-peat at the U.S. Open Cup Finals. But the Chicago Fire are out to prove that they're the true kings of the Cup. Who will take home the silverware? Find out at 10 p.m. on Fox Soccer. The rest of the week sees Vancouver host Salt Lake on Thursday. Then New England and San Jose do battle before Philadelphia travels to take on the Sounders. That's all for Week 29 of the MLS Review Show. We'll be back in 2 weeks, so remember to visit MLSsoccer.com for full coverage of all the news in Major League Soccer.